Mumbai is a city of layers. At the very top, behind gated driveways and private clubs, wealth creates an insulated reality. It's an environment where reputations are fiercely protected, and occasionally where a disappearance can be completely erased from the record. In 2012, Indrani Mukherjee was at the center of this elite circle. She was a media executive who had co-founded the INX Media Broadcasting Network. She projected the image of a woman who had absolute control over her life and her empire. Whenever Indrani attended high society events, she was accompanied by a young woman named Sheena Bora. To everyone in Mumbai, Sheena was introduced exclusively as Indrani's younger sister. This carefully curated public image was widely accepted. Nobody questioned the successful media mogul, which provided the camouflage for a dark family secret. On April 24, 2012, Sheena took a leave of absence from her job. That same day, her boyfriend, Rahul Mukherjee, who also happened to be Indrani's stepson, received an abrupt text message from Sheena's phone, ending their relationship. When people asked where Sheena had gone, Indrani had a polished answer ready. She claimed her younger sister had moved to the United States for higher studies and wanted to cut ties with her old life. Rahul didn't buy it. He knew Sheena's passport was still at his apartment. But when he tried to file a missing persons report, Indrani intervened. She went to the Worli police station and told officers that Rahul was simply a stalker, effectively blocking any official inquiry. Because the police accepted Indrani's narrative, no missing persons report was ever filed. This absence of paperwork created a 3-year vacuum, allowing a murder to remain undetected in plain sight. Jump to 2015. Acting on an anonymous tip, Mumbai police arrested Indrani's driver, Shamvar Rai, for possessing illegal weapons. While interrogating Rai about the gun charge, the questioning took an unexpected turn. The driver offered a confession to a crime the police didn't even know they were investigating, a murder committed 3 years earlier. The driver's statement dismantled Indrani's entire public facade. He told investigators that the victim was Sheena Bora, and that she was never Indrani's sister. She was actually her biological daughter. According to the driver's detailed account, the primary orchestrators of the killing were Indrani and her ex-husband, Sanjeev Khanna. The meticulously constructed 3-year lie was dismantled overnight. What began as a routine weapons check on a driver had exposed a hidden murder. The driver outlined a precise timeline. On the evening of April 24, 2012, they abducted Sheena in Mumbai, strangled her in the backseat of a rented car, and drove out to the isolated Raigad forest to burn the body. This diagram maps the family dynamic that triggered the crime. We have Indrani and her third husband, Peter Mukherjee. We also have Sheena, Indrani's daughter from a previous relationship, and Rahul, Peter's son from a previous marriage. Indrani was reportedly furious that Sheena and Rahul were romantically involved, but there was also a financial conflict. Investigators allege INX Media funds were parked in bank accounts under Sheena's name, and she was refusing to return the money. The romantic entanglement with Rahul, combined with withheld media funds, created a highly volatile scenario. Sheena held both the family's financial secrets and the truth about Indrani's hidden past. The driver's account suggests a calculated elimination. Sheena had become an existential threat to the Mukherjee family's social standing and their financial control. Following the driver's directions, a team of police and forensic experts traveled to the Gagod village in the Raigad forest. After hours of digging, they recovered charred skeletal remains, including teeth and a piece of a femur bone. Forensic analysis of the femur bone provided a definitive link. Experts extracted a DNA profile that showed a 100% match with Indrani Mukherjee, confirming the remains belonged to her biological child. The fallout continued up the corporate ladder. In November 2015, Peter Mukherjee was also arrested, with the Central Bureau of Investigation accusing him of involvement in the murder conspiracy and siphoning company funds. The arrest of 2 highly visible media executives ignited a frenzy. News channels ran round-the-clock coverage, dissecting every rumor, financial dealing, and private family dispute on national television. The overwhelming noise of these television broadcasts began to compete with the actual forensic evidence. The public perception of the truth became tangled in a web of sensationalized theories and dramatized talk shows. After spending 6.5 years in jail as an under trial, Indrani was granted bail in 2022. She immediately launched a counter-narrative, publishing a memoir that blamed her driver, and publicly claiming that Sheena was still alive and living in Kashmir. Then, in June 2024, the prosecution made a shocking admission in court. The primary physical evidence in the case, the bones recovered from the Raigard forest, could not be found in their evidence storage. Losing the victim's remains weakens the prosecution's ability to present a complete forensic case. It forces the ongoing trial to rely far more heavily on circumstantial evidence and the conflicting testimonies of the involved parties. Without the physical bones to anchor the truth, the courtroom proceedings are left untethered. The case remains trapped between a mother's denial, a driver's confession, and a fractured timeline that refuses to yield its final secrets.